Nolan with the hard float serve. Charterina swings. Christian Hartnett puts up a wall there with the block for a point for Nolan Hartnett. It's a 7-7 tie here on center court. Charterina back to serve during a 7-7 tie game here on center court. Takes a rip at it, just goes a little bit long. These guys are going for all the guts and glory out here on their way to $7 grand for a men's open title. Over on two for Edens. Hartnett handles that with one hand. Tight set. Edens finds it. And Hartnett uses those old nice muscles and pushes it through for a point. 8-7 here on center court in this round of 16 match. Hartnett with the float serve. Charterina looks. Hartnett digs it. Nolan sets him up. Hartnett swings. That's a point. That's a 9-7 score here on center court.
Christian Hartnett back to serve. 9-7.
Another float serve. A little bit of a tight set. Charterina pokes it. Hartnett finds it. Takes a swing. And that's another point for Hartnett and Nolan. Luke, Christian is on a roll on the defensive end over here.
That guy is everywhere.
Sheesh.
And now he needs a timeout. But he is getting digs. He is making moves. He is scoring points.
He also swallowed a bug, so he needed to just get a drink here. Wash that protein down. Luke, if I want some protein right now, where can I go to get that?
I would definitely go to one of our food vendors to check out any type of chicken. Maybe if you're vegan, you could get the vegan food, which is something. Charterina, what's vegan? What do you need? As you stay out in the sun and you're not Ryan Charterina, who does not burn because he wears tanning oil, please put some sunscreen on. It really has been no fun getting sunburned this weekend.
It's dangerous out there without any protection.
The only protection Chad needs is his tank top.
Speaking of protection, Edens and Charterina are talking out of where the ladies are going at tonight. So if the party is anywhere local, find these guys after the game and they're ready to get down.
Hartnett back to serve, 10-7 out of the timeout.
Edens over on 2, so let's get this thing going back our way. 7 serving 10. Christian with the bold strategy, telling Chad side out.
Let's see if it pays off here.
Edens clips the top of the net. Luke, that strategy paid off, didn't it?
It's a lot easier when you don't have to do anything.
You guys are into tall individuals with their thighs out this afternoon. Luke Broswell is located on center court here, giving free shows of his thighs.
Charterina takes a rip and puts it a bit deep. That is another point for our team on the right, Chad and Christian.
Speaking of deep, Charterina and Edens don't want to get too deep into a hole here, Luke.
Edens fights that one off.
Finds it high, buries it with that left hand to his in the angle. Charterina back to serve. Takes a rip. Hartnett handles it. Looks at the court with a little knucky pokey.
That is just a veteran team. They do not panic in any situation.
Cool, calm, and collected, they call it, Luke. Another float serve by Hartnett. Charterina looks, buries it through the left hand of Nolan. Screams profanities at himself. Charterina back for the serve here.
We do not encourage profanities out here at the Pottstown Rumble.
Nolan with the hammer down the middle again. That seems to be the sweet spot in this match for Hartnett and Nolan. Nolan with the float serve. Charterina just keeps siding out here, saying keep serving me while he's swinging. Charterina glistening with sweat back to serve. Takes a rip down the middle. Hartnett handles it nicely. Takes a swing. Edens with a nice overhand dig. The lefty swing goes off of Hartnett's hands. That's a point, Luke. That was a grit play right there.
That is when you need to earn if you want a chance in this round of 16.
We'll do it.
Big side out there from Hartnett and Nolan.
Charterina and Edens recently gained a point, closing this gap to 3 here on center court. Christian Hartnett back to serve. Goes with the float serve again, right at Charterina. Charterina takes a rip at it off at Chad's hands. Nice dig. Swings away, and there's another point for Nolan and Hartnett.
I think we got a side switch here. 12 serving 8. Chad Nolan is one of the most deceptive blockers out here at the Pottstown Rumble.
The marathon, right? Yeah, I know. Greatest scramble.
Taking a short water break here on center court. Chad Nolan and Kristen Hartnett up 12-8 on Ryan Charterina and John Edens.
Hydration is key, Luke. We don't want anyone out here cramping up when they don't need to be. Drink that Gatorade, drink those waters.
Okay.
Charterina and Edens with a bold strategy here, going with a couple adult sodas for their hydration.
I live in Phoenixville, and Root Down has some good stuff, so I'd definitely go check that out.
Luke, I don't know about you, but I might go visit those kegs after this game and see what happens.
But you gotta make sure you stay under the tent for the entirety of your beer.
That's fine, as long as you're willing to hold me upside down near that keg, I'll stay right where I am.
I think anyone would hold you upside down, John.
Hartnett with the serve a little bit long. Public service announcement. If anyone has bug spray, please report to the announcer's tent. Chad handles it, Edens touches it. Charterina just can't turn the other way and get going. Luke, this is the make or break point right here. We got 13 serving 8.
Down by 5? You gotta fight back here. This is the Pottstown Rumble. You can't quit at 13-8.
Edens put it up. Charterina with a little poker off of Nolan's hands. For a side out. It's a smart play right there, Luke. Very, very smart.
Let's go.
Shout out to Landon Shorts, his girlfriend, for supplying the announcer's tent with bug spray. Hartnett with the second footfall of the match for a side out for Edens and Charterina.
Can we, up ref, can we get that scoreboard? Are we 13-8 still?
8 serving 13. The wind is picking up here and the numbers are flying up the scoreboard.
Speaking of flying, that jump serve from Edens.
That was a pistol. Chad sails it a little long. Edens and Charterina get a point. 9 serving 13.
Adam is just such a great host. And sponsor, pharmasales.com/water.
Edens with the extra mustard on that. Hartnett takes a swing, puts it down the line for a side out. Luke, it's time to see who are the bigger men right now. It's 13-9 at the Pottstown Rumble. This is money-making time.
Bigger men does not always just get measured in size on the doctor's office scale.
Heading to the backset Charterina swing. Chad Nolan with the block. Moves us to match point.
Big 7-1-7 block there. Match point here in the round of 16.
Chad Nolan back to serve with a ticket to the quarterfinals on the line. Sticking with the float serve at Charterina. Takes a swing, clips the back line for the side out, extending the match. 9 serving 14. Chad with the slide, Hartnett over on 2. You wouldn't really think that Nolan and Hartnett have match point right now in the round of 16 if you look at them, but they do. Looking to finish it out.
Cool, calm, and collected, just like you said. Has them up 14-9.
Hartnett takes a rip, clips the top of the net. Eden's back to serve, looking to climb back into this match. Hartnett with the poke. Charterina gets it. We have a net violation. 10 serving 14. As they say, Luke, this thing's not over till the fat lady sings.
That is true, and we are looking for a big point here. Side switch would be huge.
Nolan back to serve again, looking to close this match out and punch his ticket to the quarterfinals. Chad Nolan screams, "Let's go!" That's it, and that is indeed it, Luke.
It's good because he has to get out of the sun because that is some bad sunburn on those arms.
Eric Lucas, Andre Belov, Elnis Palomino, aka Poppy, and partner, please report to center court. Rodriguez.
Good thing you can sit and hang out with okay, Ryan?
If there's any ladies out there that know how to tend to hurt ankles, Ryan Charterina, the glistening man with the abs, wants some attention here on center court. Everyone be quiet. Dana Camacho's on the phone. center court, we have Lucas Bilov up 5-1 on Palomino Rodriguez.
John, can you give me any insight on this Bilov and Lucas team?
Slight insight. Bilov likes to rip jump serves. Eric Lucas plays some solid defense behind the block. On the other side, we have Elnis Palomino, member of Team LVC National Champions.
Did they beat Freedom?
3-0. Lucas back to serve, a little bit of an overpass. Andre puts that down.
Big serve, big overpass kill. 6 serving 1. Eric Lucas back at the service line.
Eric takes a rip. Elnis, a little bit of a poopy pass. Partner tries to get out underneath the net. We have a timeout here on center court.
Now, we thought Bilov was the guy firing rockets, but it looks like Lucas, with his huge biceps, is firing off some aces there.
These guys are rocking some plastic here.
It looks like they might have done some adult clinic work and Bilov showed him how to serve like him.
Lucas back to serve. A little bit wide. Luke, it looks like that timeout paid off.
That's what you call a coach's point. We got Elnis back there to serve. Looking to dig out of this hole.
Elnis rips it a little long. Side out for Bilov and Eric Lucas. Bilov takes a hammer at it. It's a great set by Rodriguez. Palomino takes a swing, uses the equipment. Lucas looking, rips it, puts it down.
Now I know Lucas is serving well, but that's an absolute missile from Bilov.
Bilov rips it down the line for another point, 9 serving 1.
I think we got a side switch here.
Bilov back to serve.
BB Co-Elegant
It's the top of the net for a side out. Rodriguez rips the serve. Goes a little wide. Side out for B-Love, Lucas. Palomino takes that, looks up into the sun, looks around. A little bit of a short rollie there, and that works for a side out. Palomino back to serve. Takes it down the middle, Belov takes it, looks around, takes a swing at it down the line for a side out. Elness says good shot in Spanish.
Bueno shot.
That's an ace for Belov down the middle.
I guess that guy's a good server. Not sure. Big dig there.
Rodriguez with the conversion there for a point.
That is a great dig, great put away. 2 serving 10. They're gonna have to claw their way back here.
Belov puts up a nice set. Lucas gets on top of that for his side out. Eric Lucas back to serve. Eyeing up the other side of the court. Let's see where he goes with this one. Takes a little loopy approach. Rodriguez takes it. The audible behind the head. Rodriguez unloads it, but Lucas takes it out. Elness with the dig.
Great set out of that scrap play.
Oh, that's some good volleyball, Luke.
That is what you want to see here on center court. Unfortunate for our team on the left of Elness and Rodriguez.
Such a grit play. Lucas with the little roll shot. Palomino puts it up for Rodriguez. Rodriguez swings and puts it down. Still sticking around in this match. Luke, 2 serving 11. They're going to have to fight back pretty hard, aren't they?
No one is ever out of the game. You know, that's the glory of side-out volleyball. That's why we come out here to the Pottstown Rumble every year.
Palomino with the rip. Lucas handles it. Looks around, rolls it just wide. That's a point for Rodriguez and Palomino. This is what you were talking about, Luke. 1 at a time, 3 serving 11.
Hey, any side switch you can get. That 4-11 side switch would be huge.
Palomino with a missile down the middle. Belov with the left hand goes a little wide. Luke, here we go.
And that's when you start to swing the momentum. That's that LVC attitude.
LV what?
The only thing we're missing is AJ Witkowski.
X-Pac back to serve.
Looks like we have a mini timeout here on the court. Elmas wants no part of it. He just wants to keep ripping.
Palomino with another ripper, just a little long. 11 serving 12.
Taking another mini timeout here. Gotta hydrate. Speaking of hydration, John, where can you get the best brews?
Best brews, they have to be located under the beer tent, Luke. I'm looking over here and I see the beer tent being a little calm. We need some firing action under the beer tent. Let's get this crowd going over here.
Looks like Nate Miller's over near the beer tent, but he's 12 years old, so he can't go in.
Admission denied. If you go to the beer tent, make sure you are of age and have your identification with you.
And stay under there until you finish your little beer.
I don't know why you wouldn't want to stay under there, Luke. The shade is on fleek under that thing.
Speaking of on fleek, Belov back to serve.
Let's see how Palomino and Rodriguez respond to a little coaching during that timeout. Palomino handles the jump serve by Belov, takes a rip at it. That is a hammer right there.
John, that is one of those balls that you do not want to be on the other side of.
Nope, you see that swing coming and you're like, sheesh.
When you got Eric Martin setting you, you can hit balls like that all day long.
Rodriguez tried to put a little extra into that one, falls a little short.
Serve from Lucas. Rodriguez passes it and bangs it cross court.
That's a rip right there, Luke. Look, I don't know about you, but I'm feeling a little bit of sense of confidence over here on the Rodriguez-Palomino side.
The more you hold a team at a certain number, the more confidence you have to get back there and just get after it. Tough serve. Lucas passes it though and beats it past the block of Rodriguez.
He beat that ball like it owes him money for a side out.
Now that guy is definitely good looking, but he is now married, so ladies, back off.
Keep your eyes to yourself, ladies. Belov with a rip, just goes into the middle of the net for an easy side out for Palomino and Rodriguez. Rodriguez takes a swing at it, Lucas handles it, takes a swing, Palomino gets a touch, but it goes a little long. Eric Lucas back to serve. Takes a rip at it. Palomino with the dime. Looks around, takes a swing. Sails it just a little wide. That's a 12-4 side out. That looks like a little bit of a momentum shift, Luke.
That is a huge point. They were stuck on 11 for a while. But Luke is back to serve, 12 serving 4.
Lucas tries to go short on that serve, misses it a little bit in the middle of the net for a side out.
Palomino back there at the service line,
Let's see
trying to earn one.
See if they can take advantage of this opportunity. Elnis takes a rip at that one. Looks around. Oh, we got a nice dig. Just didn't know what to do. Came out a little fast. Belov back to serve. The Russian missile back on the service line. Belov takes a rip, just goes a little wide.
Great call from our ref team there. Thank you for staying out there in the sun.
This is some of the grittiest guys we have here. That's what you'll find with Alvernia volleyball. Grit.
Rodriguez back at it.
Goes with the float serve approach. Oh, Palomino with the block. The crazy cover by Belov. Off the shoulder.
That's unfortunate because that is a great block. Just a bit unlucky that it falls into the coverage.
That would teach you to never quit playing volleyball no matter what happens until the ball hits the ground, Luke. Eric Lucas, jump serve. Palomino looks around, takes a rip. That's another one of those balls where it's just...
That guy has a cannon.
Sheesh.
After a swing like that, you got to expect him to get back there and get after it.
His arm is loaded and ready to go right now. Speaking of being loaded, make a slight stop by the beer tent if you have some free time. They have some great products underneath there. Hydrate. Make you have a little bit more fun than what you're having now.
I'm having the most amount of fun, John.
Me too. I am hydrated to the max, Luke.
Especially watching Belov go back there and serve this ball.
Into the net. Luke, do you think fatigue's starting to take a factor here in this round of 16 match?
It's either that or the net being too high.
As they say, we got to play Brazil. Always practice on the high net. Woo! Lucas handles that nicely. Luke, I think there's a dent in the ground after that Russian missile hitting the floor.
Dude, we're going to have to repair the grass there for the community of Pottstown.
Sheesh. Business as usual for Belov. No emotion showed. Lucas back to serve. Tight set. Palomino uses Belov's hands. It's in the plane again. Elnis just puts that straight down.
Elnis didn't need to hit that one as hard as Belov, but he knew he would find the grass.
Palomino back to serve. Jump serve approach at Eric. Eric looks around. Takes a swing. Palomino with the digger. And a swing. Lucas takes it again. Palomino just can't get under that one.
Little miscue on that set out of system.
It's okay. MVP, he'll make it up next play. Here we go. Rodriguez, Palomino looking to side back out.
Benefit of side out scoring is no harm there. Just have to deal with Belov's serve.
Just go back and rip, as they say. Luke, holy smokes, that was a pistol.
If we had a radar gun, that would be faster than any Phillies pitcher out here.
My guess is that was about 69 miles per hour, Luke. What do you think?
I would say give or take 0.69.
Belov with another one going for the changeup.
I would say if you're going to hit missiles, why would you give them a little floater?
Look to rebound off of that miscue. Rodriguez back to serve. Right down the middle. Belov gets a touch. Lucas throws it up for him. Just tucks it into the back line on that one. It's a side out for Belov and Lucas.
That's a crushing one after that great serve.
Could be
out of system set there and puts it away.
Could be a total game changer, Luke. Let's see how this plays out. Rodriguez handles it, looks around at the court. Palomino puts it up. Rodriguez hits it, gets the back line for the side out.
Excuse me, Yaz, could we get a score check back there on that Hudson Bates match? 11-6 back there on court 1. Looks like Hudson and Mark are up 11-6. That's another great match going on.
Palomino with the rip.
Belov back to serve, 13 serving 4.
Let's see if he goes back to just straight ripping here. And he does. Palomino just can't get there. That's another point for Lucas and Belov. They have match point. Luke looking to punch their ticket into the quarterfinals.
10-point lead's huge in side-out volleyball, but no team is ever out.
Belov takes another rip at it. Palomino puts that down. Vamo, vamo, vamo. Rodriguez clips the back line for an ace. Moving this to 5, serving 14. Rodriguez with another backspin ripper. Lucas fixes it and Belov just misses it down to the ground. Luke, gets match point here. Everyone in the stands is a little hungry. Give us a recommendation on where they should go.
The seafood place where they have shrimp tacos, they got chicken tacos, they got lobster rolls. That's where I would go, honestly. It's a little spicy, but it is good.
Speaking of good, that is a heck of a roll shot by Rodriguez.
I was gonna say that was spicy.
Muy caliente right there.
Speaking of caliente, walking away from the announcer's stand. Hey.
Elvis rips one down the line. Beloff takes a swing. That's long. That's another point for Palomino.
We like that side switch. We want some excitement here on center court.
If you want excitement, Elvis is here to deliver it for you.
Excitement, good looks, good volleyball. We got it all.
Good swings with the shoulder muscles there.
Elnis looks to add on to their point total.
Palomino takes a rip just a little long. Beloff back on the line with the match in his hands.
Looks like they have to fight off another match point.
Beloff rips just a little wide. Palomino and Rodriguez are still alive.
That is a serve I would not want to face. It's coming in hot.
Very hot. Rodriguez back to serve.
I take down put a weight on it.
Now we have Eric Lucas back on the service line with the match in his hands. Rodriguez handles it nicely. Palomino gets the setup. Rodriguez swings. Lucas gets the dig. Oh, Beloff just waits a little bit and blocks that down. Luke, that's a Beloff Eric Lucas advancement here on center court. Let's give these guys a round of applause. You don't realize how hot it is out here.
Good job, guys. Seth Kaz, where are you? We need a game over here, Seth. Stick around, grab some food. We are going to have another hot match here on center court. We got Shade over on this side with us. If you're a true fan, you're in the bleachers. Hang tight, grab a beer, grab some food.